back to my channel. It's Lisa, Best Life Lee. Today, what I wanted to try is to make my own cold brew coffee for iced coffees. And I found this really interesting recipe for this iced coffee from the Pioneer woman, Ree Drummond. And she has this really interesting spicy cowgirl iced coffee, and she uses her French press to make it. The only thing is, and I know that Ree likes a really good spice, and she uses serrano peppers or jalapeno peppers. And she puts that in her simple syrup for the coffee, and she makes like a whipped cream, and she uses some cinnamon and cayenne on the whipped cream for the iced coffee. But I don't really love a spicy iced coffee like that. I do like a spicy margarita. I have had a jalapeno margarita and I think it's delicious, but for my iced coffee I wasn't quite into that. So I'm going to mix up the simple syrup, and I'm going to mix up the recipe for myself, but I am going to use my French press to make the cold brew, and I am going to do a simple syrup with vanilla extract, and it'll be like a vanilla iced coffee. I'm gonna skip the whipped cream to make it a little less calorie laden and just use my regular half and half. But I wanted to see how this would come out and how this would taste, because I never thought about making a cold brew in my French press. That's just me. So the simple syrup recipe that I have is one that I found on Pinterest. Sorry, I don't mean to keep moving that all around like that. But I'm gonna put the camera down and mix up my simple syrup. This will go in the fridge, and then the recipe that I got is from the Cocktail Lady, and I will link her blog, A Year of Cocktails, in the description box below. Her name is Jen, and she actually made a vanilla simple syrup using half a cup of water, half a cup of sugar, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm using a whole cup of water, a whole cup of vanilla. I mean, no, that would be bad. A whole cup of water and a whole cup of sugar with a half a teaspoon of vanilla, because I'd like to keep it for a while so that I have some simple syrup to use for a while. And so I'm going to show you the mix process on that, and then I'll show you the cold press. All right, so here is I just brought this water. This is a cup of water. I just brought it to a boil, and here's my cup of sugar, and I'm just going to dissolve this in here. Water and 1 part. So just get that dissolved. Okay, and then I'm just going to put a half a teaspoon of vanilla, and this is just basic vanilla extract. Nothing fancy. Oops, a little bit more than half a teaspoon. Stir that up. I can smell it already. All right, and then I gotta find something that I can put it in. to put it in the fridge. So let me find that. All right, so I have this mason jar with a cover for my simple syrup, my vanilla simple syrup. I'm just gonna pour it in there. It's a beautiful golden color. It is an absolute beautiful golden color. And I'm just gonna put this into the fridge and let it chill for a day, for tomorrow. My first cup of my cold brew. Got the cover on there good. This will go in the fridge. And now I'm going to do my cold press coffee. And I found at the grocery store yesterday, and this is just my grocery store, Shaw's actually, signature blend, and it is the French press blend, which is a coarse coffee, and that's what you need for the French press. So this French press, I believe, holds probably 3 or 4 cups of coffee. I'm gonna put in 4 heaping tablespoons into this cold press, and then fill it with cold water. And that is according to Ree's instructions. And she wants me to stir to gently mix. And Reese says, pour in the cold water. Add the coffee to the French press. So that's going to be first. So let me just get this open here. And you can see that it looks nice and coarse. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4 heaping tablespoons in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to pour in my cold water to this line here. Yeah, it's just about 4 cups. All right. And then she says that I should stir gently to mix. I feel like I should add 1 more, because I feel like it could be a little bit richer, and I'm gonna do like that much more. All right, so now Reese says I should place the lid on with the plunger up and steep in the fridge for 12 hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my simple syrup and my coffee right into the fridge. And what I will do is tomorrow, when I'm ready to make myself a cup of iced coffee, we'll make it together, and I will show you exactly how it came out, and I will tell you exactly how it tastes. So yeah, till tomorrow. So today it's the next morning, actually well over 12 hours. The Pioneer woman had said to let the iced coffee steep in the coffee press in the refrigerator for 12 hours. It's been way more than that, but I haven't touched it. And so here is my coffee, and here is my vanilla simple syrup. So I'm using her Ree's recipe for inspiration as to how I'm going to do my iced coffee. So, she has the whipped cream and all of that stuff in there, extra milk, that kind of thing. And she puts it into a drink shaker, and I can't find my drink shaker, my cocktail shaker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Ninja blender container, and I'm just going to put about a cup of the coffee in here. She calls for a tablespoon of the simple syrup mixture, and I'm going to put my half and half in the shaker, and then I'm going to add it to a glass with ice, and I will let you know what it tastes like. So I'm going to put the camera down so you can see the process. All right, so we're going to do the press and basically just push the plunger down slowly to get all the grounds contained. Doesn't look that strong, but we shall see. Okay, so now you can see that all of the grounds are down inside the bottom, and the coffee is pretty clear. So this is going to give me an 8 ounce. I'm going to fill it up to about 8 ounces, although, I want to make sure it all fits in my glass with my ice, so I may not do a full 8 ounces. It's really kind of light. I probably should have put more coffee in there. Let's do a tablespoon of my simple syrup. And let's do a little bit of half and half. It looks not that dark, but so we won't need much on the way of half and half. Let me see what that shakes up to look like. That looks about right color-wise. I probably didn't need a whole tablespoon of the simple syrup because it's probably going to be pretty sweet for me. I don't like sweet coffee, although I do like a sweeter iced coffee than my regular coffee. So I'm just going to give that a good little shake because she shakes it up, and then I'm going to pour it over my ice. Might as well get that foam in there. All right, now comes the test. These aside, put that aside. All right, so cold brew, my own cold brew, with a little bit of vanilla simple syrup. It's a little strong, so the color was because I thought because the color was light that it would be weak, but it's strong. Not too sweet at all, but just right. It's really delicious. It really is. some homemade cold brew iced coffee inspired by Ree Drummond. Thanks, Ree.